So you're on the road, or you're getting ready to go on the road. You're about to take off, and it feels like freedom. So you roll down the road. It's a dream, and it feels good. Finally, you find a place to land. And you set everything up outside, and you're having a great time. And the sun starts going down. And it starts getting cold. And you turn on the lights. Did they work? The dogs need to be fed, and you need to eat. What do you do? How do you make it work? People ask me a lot what it's actually like to live in a trailer, especially for a rescue dog. Yes, bad puppies who I love. And we don't have any choice. We're going on the road. So I'm going to tell you a couple little tricks, just some things that I did that make us more comfortable. First of all, I have a prior video about storage in the bedroom. I replaced the mattress, and you got to do that. So I use the shower for short-term storage between showers, and that works pretty well since that's a lot of space that you can really use. That's just my clothes hamper and vacuum. Then I replaced the toilet with a Domentic Toilet with a Bidet, and they were expensive, and I didn't spare that because, you know, if you're going to live here full time, you got to have those functions be comfortable, especially as you get older. Secondly, since the working room is tight and the counter space is absolutely necessary, I try to keep the counters as clear as possible. One thing I've learned, though, is that you need some sort of space where everything that's going in and out that you don't know what to do with to live. So I have that little tray there and with things I'm working on, so at least I know where to put the temporary stuff. I cover up the stove normally with a cutting board, since it's extra space, which is absolutely necessary. And you can remove it when you need to and use it and clean it. So that works out pretty well. The next thing is learning what kind of organizational skills you need. It's kind of funny because you think you're going to do it like your house, but you can't. Reminds me of that old Monty Python bit, putting things on top of other things, which means you just need to cram as much as you possibly can in the space you have. I try to put food with food and dishes with dishes, but you got to use all the space that's in those cupboards, and it's just not like living in a home where everything is neatly organized. Up here, I have cookie sheets underneath my bread basket and where I keep the vitamins and popcorn, so that's the only place those could live. And I have some spices and dog food, and as you can see, I have spice racks on the wall to keep things off of the counter, which is absolutely necessary. And here I have dish stuff that stays, again, off the counter. And so those are cheap from Amazon. I'll put a link to them, and they were very, very convenient. Now, as flimsy as these things are, these Glad containers you can get cheaply at the grocery store, and they work great because they really fit side by side on a whole shelf of the small refrigerator like the one I have. It's not very big, but it holds a lot. So then I've added extra padding and dog blanket on the beds because they're wallowing around all the time. And this is the main place that we sit. And they have their own beds too, underneath the table and underneath the couch and all over. So they have assigned areas that they can go when they eat or when they feel like being alone. Although they tend to sleep with me on the bed at night. Now I have these two bunks, which I use mostly for storage. I keep the upper bunk mostly empty so I can put last minute things there. But below I have Amazon basic containers with dry goods and every other thing. And they're small enough that I can move them around. And so I keep the top just for extra stuff that I don't know what to do with. And in case, on the odd occasion, that I might have company, which doesn't seem likely. But now I got this desk off Amazon, which works great, and it was inexpensive. I'll put a link to it. Fits right in, and then my slide out comes right in and blocks it off when we're traveling. So it's where I edit the videos and do my office work, and I'm really pleased with it. And I replaced the ceiling fans in the bathroom and right here with some stronger models. They're not variable speed and a little noisy, but they were inexpensive and they were easy to install. I'll put a link to them in the description. So the last thing, I put an OutEquipPro 12-volt air conditioner heater above the bed, which replaces the vent. And thank God, because that thing works directly off my solar charged batteries, and it can keep the room warm and cool no matter what the rest of the house is doing, and it will go all night. So thanks very much. We're spinning you around a bit here. We'll see you next time.